Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? You the daddy? Who's your daddy? Rod's the daddy. Is he a good daddy? He hasn't been there a lot. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip, and you are not. Guys, so Rod Blanchard, as we know, went and spoke nonsense on a live. And I feel like definitely we know more about his daughter than he does. Because he doesn't want to really be bothered. He doesn't care. But guys, I already did part 1. And this is part 2. Because you guys want it. So I'm giving it to you. Let's listen up.
Take all of the facts. Not just some of the things you can validate. All the facts.
Well, Rod, that's a stupid statement. Because the only thing that makes something a fact is if it's validated, right? Otherwise, it's just an opinion. So the problem that you're having apparently is with the FACTS, the facts, because that's the validation.
Regarding abuse. I don't care what y'all want to call it. You can call it Munchausen's by proxy or whatever, or malingering. It doesn't matter.
Please let this man just be a fucking boat captain, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If he thinks he's helping his daughter by sticking up for her, he's not. Because that's another stupid statement. It doesn't matter if you call it Munchausen by proxy. It doesn't matter if you call it malingering. It doesn't matter if you just tell your kid not to go hang out with a 50-year-old. I mean, it matters. It fucking matters, Rod. You are just as insulting to our intelligence as your daughter, but you're of big fucking age. You should know better, Rod.
That's just a technical term.
So it's not. Munchausen by proxy would mean that Dee Dee was doing things to hurt Gypsy. Malingering, there's nothing going on with hurting anybody. It's only for the public to believe so that you can get money and benefits. Big ass difference there. Man, Rod, really?
Right.
At the end of the day, it was abuse.
Who is that person that's agreeing with that dumbass statement? Who is that? And it's not abuse. It's not abuse. One is a con, and then one is abuse. Gypsy was in on the malingering. Yeah, go ask her. Well, she'll lie. But then if you ask her another day, maybe she'll tell you something else.
And how they cannot see that Gypsy was just in a position of complete helplessness.
When was she in complete helplessness? When she grabbed the BBGUN? When she was on the phone meeting people? When she was running away and going to hospitals to go see her boyfriend? When she was running over to his house? I mean, I'm just going to ask you, how helpless was she that she actually had to take a KNIFE and, end her own mom's life? When she was doing everything she wanted to do, she was able to send you some nudies of herself. Remember, Rod? Come on.
After being held like that for so many years, and they can't sympathize and
Where were you, Daddy? How come you didn't check up on your kid, Daddy? Hey, Daddy, where were you? Who's the daddy? Are you the daddy? You failed. If you're the daddy, you failed. If you think you're the daddy, you failed. And you think you're the daddy, at least enough to take her money, right? Daddy?
they just want to blame her and say she was in on the scam, and there's evidence that she was in on the scam. Well, of course.
Well, of course. Of course.
That's all she was trained to do and forced to do.
How was she forced to do it? I just want to know, because Gypsy herself, Rod, has said that she lied about things to get her mom's attention. She lied about things. Gypsy said Gypsy lied about things. How clear can we get it? I'm not saying that Dee Dee is blameless here, but Gypsy is very much a lot to blame here. And I guess you must need money that bad that you would see praise in what she's done. I guess anybody's got a price, and I guess anything can be covered up with a certain amount of money. But do you really trust her? Would you trust her in the middle of nowhere with KNIVESs? Would you?
All of her life. So
For a whole life.
it's just astounding that people, and that's why I say I can't understand why anybody can hate on her so much.
Oh, Lord, let me count the ways. Rod, look at your daughter's behavior. You're not that crazy about her. Otherwise, you would have been in her life. You would have made effort. You would have been more than just use her as a confidant and a cash cow. That's what you would have done. But you didn't. You didn't.
I get it. They might be a little jealous and all, but...
Hey, man, when I lived with my mom, she used to go to sleep. What am I jealous about? The fact that she's still living? And the fact that I didn't unalive my mom? I mean, come on, people butt heads all the time with their parents. You know how many of us don't unalive their mom? What are we jealous of? Rod, tell me what we're jealous of, please. The fact that we're not all walking around with the M word attached to us?
Really? If that's really how you feel? What if that would be your family or somebody you knew that had to go through all of that? Would you feel the same way?
Well, I gotta tell you, Rod, my dad was incarcerated and he showed up more than you did. So he kind of knew what was going on in my life, even though he was in a whole other state behind bars. He knew what was going on in my life. Where's all your letters to your daughter? Where's the reassurance that if something happened where she felt unsafe, she had you to go to? That was your job. That was your job to give her that. You failed that. So who do you want us to feel sorry for here? You should do it. You should feel guilty for not being there. You should take that hit. Don't get pissed at us. You failed her. We're just calling her out on this shit, but you failed her.
And it's just, I think it's just jealousy.
Yeah, because all of us want a deadbeat dad and an obese mom that was broken by the things that happened to her. Yeah, all of us. We all wanted that. It's our wish list.
I mean, I don't want to throw any names out there, but I think it just kind of started from one person, and just, she found a little slither of something that she can, say, turn the story around, and that's it, But anyway, thanks for.
So you're going to blame Fancy? I blame Fancy for a lot of shit, and I am not a fan. But she's not responsible for the unaliving of Dee Dee. And she's not responsible for the dialogue that got out. Your daughter's mouth. And the contrast of the story she told, because she couldn't remember her own lies, caused this. So you want to give her credit? There you go. Give it to Gypsy. It has nothing to do with Fancy. Give it to Gypsy. It's all about Gypsy.
Listening. That's all I wanted to say. I have more, but I can't figure out how to use TikTok.
So he's beginning to sound a lot like his daughter. Yeah, because he's saying he's got more to say, but he doesn't know TikTok very well. So he's just going to come out and talk when he wants to talk and not really listen to others. But he's going to come out and talk when he wants to talk. Kind of like his daughter.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm sorry you went through all that.
Thank you.
And we'll always stand by Gypsy because it's all true.
There's a bridge in Brooklyn that I can get to you guys at a real decent price. Real decent price.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they can't see
Thank y'all
that.
for y'all support. I think y'all are all reasonable and sympathetic people,
And no offense, but stupid people that, I mean, Gypsy, Gypsy has told on herself. She's really told on herself about everything with the exception of the unaliving of Dee Dee. Everything else, she's basically told on herself. that she has the micro deletion, and she knew about the micro deletion. She even told her friend Aaliyah about the micro deletion. So the Munchausen by proxy gets knocked out the window. Rod, don't you get it? If she's legitimately sick and they're trying to find a legitimate cure, Munchausen by proxy takes a wash. It's over.
Apparently good people as well. Thank y'all for your support. I really believe she's got a lot more support than haters. I mean,
That's beginning to flip a little, my friend. It's beginning to flip a little.
the loud ones always you see them first, but I really don't think there's a million people, or a lot of hate towards her. I really don't. Most people we meet.
Stop classifying us as haters. We're people that just don't believe the damn story and that we think your daughter got away with MURDER. Okay? That doesn't make us haters, okay? It just makes us cynical. It makes us question. All because of your daughter. All because of her.
Or all the people we meet. I've never met anybody that was disrespectful to us or her or.
Yet your daughter has been disrespectful. She's been plenty disrespectful. You know that, right? Have you seen that or no? You want to play stupid to that? You don't think what she did to Ryan was disrespectful? But then again, what you did to Christy by placing Gypsy as the confidant was disrespectful to the both of them. So you talking about disrespect is mute to me.
Anything like that. So I think it's just all for show to maybe make some money. It's their prerogative, the free speech. Let it rip.
Apparently, Rod, you have a hard time with letting it rip when it comes to free speech. Because listen to what you're doing.
Well, we're here for all of you.
Yeah, we just want them to know the truth, so.
That's not true. That's not true. You want us to know your truth. Gypsy wants us to know her truth, but her truth always changes. You're not wanting to know the truth because the truth comes with the facts, FACTS, which comes validated, which you don't see as that. None of you do. None of you do. It doesn't matter about these FOIAs. It doesn't matter about these doctor's notes. It doesn't matter about the correspondence before the MURDER. It doesn't matter because you are determined to keep a story going with a false narrative so that you can gain money, and some of you, I guess, can gain clout. It doesn't matter that somebody that dangerous is running the streets. It doesn't matter to you guys. You don't care. That's it. You don't care. Own your shit. You just own your shit. Say you don't care.
Yeah, y'all are doing a good job. I'll listen to y'all for a little while. I never listened to y'all before. I didn't even know where y'all from or anything like that. But it sounds like y'all were doing a decent job of.
Okay. So if that is how Rod checks out people, that should show you guys something. What did he just say? You guys are doing a great job. I've been listening to you for a while. I've never even heard you before. I don't even know where you're from. So what is it? Somebody just told you, hey, these are Gypsy's minions. They're going with the story. Get on there and just go ahead and tell the story, Rod. That's it. And that's what you did. And you told a story that's so old, it doesn't even address the things since all of the new information is out. You don't address anything like that. You are going back in time and telling an old narrative to an old story as if nothing new has come out to dispute that. Or you just can't dispute it. That's what it is. Or you just don't give a shit, Rod. It's one of those things. Probably the latter one. You just don't give a shit, Rod. It doesn't.
Interpreting what y'all have there, so good work. Appreciate it.
You guys should be so very proud for going around and telling a story that isn't true. So proud.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My God! I just spoke to a murderer's daddy!
It's our pleasure.
I just spoke to a murderer's daddy!
Okay. Y'all have a good night.
You
Great,
too.
thanks for coming up.
Yo, keep going. Good.
So here, Rod's having a little bit of a problem getting off TikTok. There was a lot of dead air. I just didn't keep that on. He was just having a problem getting off TikTok.
You're stuck with us. No, I'm just kidding.
It's only the second time I do this. The first time I got beat up by Fancy, so.
Rod, you almost sound proud of that.
Oh, goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
she's
I would never say that. Like, come on.
Couldn't get a word in.
she's not an easy one to
no,
talk to. She doesn't let anybody talk.
That's not true, Rod. I heard you can if you pay for her Patreon or if you send her coffee money. I heard that if you go and pick her up, she'll get you for kidnapping, Rod. This all alleged, right, Fancy?
Nope. Yeah.
I hope you
I'd only talked to her one time
that's for
before.
sure.
And one time was one too many. Guys, that's the end of it. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip, and I am done with the breakdown of Rod Shitty Dad Blanchard. Don't be a dad like Rod. Don't be a daughter like Gypsy. Don't be a wife. I don't want to bash Christy. I don't know what kind of wife she was. I don't want to go there. Guys, just, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thanks.